So many Canadians, most of them actually, they picture retirement as this big single moment. The day you hand in your notice at your job, you say bye to your coworkers, and you can finally wake up without an alarm clock. It sounds so good, doesn't it? But here's what almost nobody tells you. Retirement doesn't actually start that day. You have to plan for it before that day happens. And there's this hidden phase, an in-between quiet little period that lasts years, not days. And what you do during this time can shape the full rest of your financial life. It's that strange middle ground after you've stopped earning a full-time paycheck, but before your government benefits kick in. You might be 60, 62, taking time off or easing into part-time work, but you're not retired on paper yet. Your income, taxes, and lifestyle, they're already shifting underneath the surface though. And this hidden phase is where your most important retirement decisions live. This is when you get to decide when to start your CPP and OAS or delay them for a higher lifetime income. It's up to you. Whether you want to begin drawing from your RRSP early, it's up to you. How to structure your withdrawals to minimize tax. All of this is in your control still. And of course, how to turn those savings that you've so diligently saved through over the years into an income that actually lasts your lifetime. If you ignore this phase, you could end up overpaying the CRA for the rest of your life, decades. If you use this phase wisely, you can unlock one of the biggest opportunities for tax-efficient income in your whole life. Now that's what I want to unpack in this video. This hidden phase of retirement that nobody really talks about and how you can use it to secure your financial future. Hi, I'm Ivan Dory, president of Solid State Wealth. If you would like to see how this could look, your own retirement plan, how to make this a very powerful transition period for you and reduce your taxes for life, please book a time with me. This link is in the description below. So part 1, the 3 phases of retirement most people know, and one they don't. So when most people think about retirement, they imagine these 3 stages. There's the go-go years, your early active years filled with travel, hobbies, and adventure. You got your health, you got money. Then there's the slow go years, a quieter rhythm, focus on family, routines, comforts. And then there's the no-go years. It's later in life, your health and care, costs become bigger, it's a bigger part of the future, your health might have declined. But there's a 4th phase, one that happens before any of those phases even start. And it's what I call this transition phase. This is the time between your last working years and your first full retirement years, usually from your late 50s to your mid 60s, maybe even slightly past. Now you might be semi-retired, maybe you're working part-time, living off some savings, while deciding when it's best to start your benefits. It's that bridge between accumulation and income. And it's one of the most overlooked but powerful windows in financial planning. So part 2, why this transition phase is so powerful. So for decades, your financial life was defined by one thing, your paycheck at work. But during this transition phase, your income is flexible. You get to design it. Maybe you've stopped working full-time, or maybe your business income has tapered off. Your taxable income drops. And that's where this window of opportunity opens up. This window between ages 60 and 71, we'll call it, is when you can take advantage of your lower tax brackets before the RRIF withdrawals and government benefits start piling on. Then you have no choice. Let's say you stopped working at 60, but you hold off on CPP and OAS until you're 65. Those 5 years, you might be living on 40 grand a year, well below your peak working income. This is your chance to withdraw from your RRSPs very strategically and intentional to keep your low tax rates effective. You can also choose this time to move funds into your TFSA if you don't need that income for future tax-free income when you need it. It also can help you realize some investment gains before your marginal tax rate increases. It's a great window. You can even convert part of your RRSP to a RRIF early on your own terms. Now, each one of these moves helps to smooth out your taxes and to extend your retirement income. If you ignore this phase, the CRA will eventually do the math for you, and it's not going to be in your favor. It will be in their favor. Part 3, what happens when you miss this window? Now, many people assume that deferring your RRSP withdrawals as long as possible is smart. It's giving you time to grow your account. Now that saving tax today is the goal. That's what they're thinking. But deferral doesn't eliminate your taxes. It just postpones them. So at 71, your RRSP now has to convert to a RRIF account, and those withdrawals are fully taxable. The minimums go up every year on your birthday, whether you need them or not. Now, of course, you're going to have CPP and OAS, probably some other investment income on top, and you could easily find yourself in a higher tax bracket than you were during your working years, which seems so backwards. That's also when those OAS clawbacks kick in, meaning you could lose part of your government benefits simply because you didn't plan better earlier. Now, this is why this hidden phase is so valuable. It's your chance to smooth out your future income spikes. They can go up and down, but you can smooth them out and prevent those clawbacks before they ever even start. Part 4. Signs that you're in this hidden phase. You're likely in this phase if you're between 58 and 67. If your employment income is slowing down. If you've paid off most of your debt. If you're wondering when to start CPP or OAS or start taking from your RRSP accounts. If you're beginning to think about your future, what's next? If this sounds familiar to you, you are standing in the most strategic planning window of your entire retirement. You're in that phase now. This is when a coordinated income strategy across your TFSA, your RSP, non-registered accounts, even your corporate assets, this is when it can save you more than any investment return ever could. Part 5, a real world example, 2 retirees, 2 outcomes. So let's look at 2 people, Karen and Jessica. They both retire at age 60. They both have $1 million in savings. Karen decides to wait until she's 71 to touch her RSP, thinking that she's avoiding her tax. Jessica starts smaller RSP withdrawals right away. She moves money into her TFSA she doesn't use and uses that to fund her lifestyle, tax-free. So by 71, Jessica's RRIF balance is smaller, meaning smaller required withdrawals, and she avoids the OAS clawback entirely. Karen, on the other hand, has a large RRIF balance, big taxable withdrawals, and loses thousands every year in benefits she was hoping for. Same starting point, 2 totally different outcomes. Now, of course, not all scenarios are the same. We need to factor in your non-reg investments, tax-free savings account usage, corporate structures, but just talking about the RSP account alone, waiting is not the best play. What's the difference? Jessica used her transition phase to take control, and she benefited from it. Part 6, the emotional challenge of this phase. Now, there's also a psychological shift that catches a lot of people off guard. You've spent decades building wealth, saving, investing, delaying your gratification. You're in building mode. Then suddenly you're told it's time to start spending that wealth. And that's not easy for most. It's tough. This is where having a retirement income plan helps. One that replaces your paycheck with predictable income. It changes everything. When you know where each dollar will come from, when your taxes are due, how long your money will last, you stop worrying and you start living. This phase isn't just about numbers. It's about confidence. Part 7, how to use the hidden phase wisely. Now here's how to make this phase work for you. Map out your income year by year between ages 60 and 71. Know when your income will dip. That's your tax opportunity. That's when you take advantage of it. Draw from your RRSPs intentionally, not emotionally. Emotions kill. Even small withdrawals early can reduce your lifetime taxes quite a bit. You want to maximize your TFSA? It is by far your best tool for creating future tax-free income and avoiding those clawbacks. Coordinate your CPP and your OAS start dates. Now, depending on your health, longevity, and income needs, delaying may increase your guaranteed income. You want to review your insurance and estate structures too. Corporately owned life insurance policies, permanent coverage if you don't have a corp, they do protect your wealth and leave your family with more tax-free cash. This phase isn't about getting fancy with investments. It's about engineering your income so it works for you, not against you. The hidden phase of retirement is short overall, but its impact will last for the rest of your life, many decades. It's one chapter most Canadians skip over, yet honestly, it's very key to retiring smoothly, confidently, and tax efficient. If you plan ahead, you can reduce your taxes. You'll protect your benefits you're supposed to get from the government, and you'll enjoy more freedom in those years that matter. If you choose to ignore it, if you don't take this advice, you'll likely pay for it later, maybe even without realizing it too. If you would like to see how this situation applies to you and how to turn this transition phase into one of your greatest financial advantages, please book a time with me. The link is in that description below. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.